Принял пуск немедленно. Расчеты! Пуск немедленно!
Hypersonic ghosts open the gates of hell on Ukraine and decimate Zelensky's US defenses. They destroyed Patriot systems at moment they arrived in Kiev, silently and quietly, without detected. Hypersonic missiles can be launched from the air or the ground, and their range extends from Moscow to Berlin, Paris and London, and other European capitals. Will not escape the attacks of its warheads. What is the story behind these missiles that Putin sent to invade Ukraine and open a new chapter in the war that no one can catch up with? Many secrets and details about the most 5 dangerous missiles sent by Putin to invade Ukraine. Stay tuned. The incredible multiple warhead monster, Oreshnik. The Oreshnik missile is a cutting-edge weapon in Russia's ballistic missile arsenal. It is equipped with a mobile ground launch platform, allowing for seamless transportation and repositioning in diverse field conditions. These platforms are engineered to withstand shocks and resist jamming, thereby enhancing the missile's operational effectiveness in complex environments. The missile's dimensions are 22 meters in length, 2.2 meters in diameter, and it weighs approximately 25 tons. These characteristics make it suitable for major military campaigns. The missile is powered by solid fuel, which is a key factor in increasing its speed and reducing the preparation time for launch compared to liquid fuel. This feature ensures that the missile is always ready for immediate response to any potential threat and rapid entry into the battlefield. Its speed of 12,300 km per hour makes it difficult for contemporary defense systems to intercept. The missile has an operational range of up to 5,500 kilometers, enabling it to target strategic areas far from Russian territory, including military bases and vital facilities. It can also fly at high altitudes, up to 10 kilometers above ground, where it can be loaded with various warheads, including conventional nuclear and explosive warheads weighing up to 1,500 kilograms. The missile can carry multiple warheads that can be launched separately and on separate targets, allowing it to hit multiple targets at the same time while maximizing its destructive effect on the battlefield. The Oreshnik is equipped with the latest modern technologies in the field of electronic warfare. It contains advanced jamming systems that work to disrupt the opponent's radars and air defense systems, making it difficult to detect or target. Iskander Missiles. The Iskander missile system is a short-range tactical missile system that was first tested in 1996 and entered service at the end of 2005. Known to NATO as the SS-26 Stone, it has undergone numerous upgrades that have made it an unstoppable killer. The Iskander system is capable of bombing targets that aircraft and cruise missiles cannot reach behind enemy lines due to its high ability to jam and bypass air defense systems. The Iskander missile is guided by 3 systems, namely the inertial system, which is managed by sensors built into the missile that enable it to automatically determine its geographical location, the GLaNOS global navigation system, similar to the GPS system, and the TV system that relies on matching the image of the target provided to the missile before launch with images taken by a camera built into the missile. The Iskander missiles are equipped with a covert weapon system integrated into their design, comprising 6 munitions that bear a resemblance to vacuum bombs. However, these munitions are non-detonating and contain decoys and jamming devices that are deployed by the missile during its flight to evade ground defenses attempting to intercept it. These decoys are designed to replicate the radar signal of the enemy, thereby deceiving their radar and radar-guided missiles by transmitting false information. The deployment of these decoys by Russia during the Ukraine war has led to significant confusion among NATO military. The American newspaper The New York Times described that Russia is using a secret missile in the Ukraine war, and refuses to export it abroad for fear that the NATO will discover its secret and manufacture it through what is known as reverse engineering, and these decoys appeared in the form of arrows scattered in different parts of Ukraine. The stealth capabilities of the Iskander missile are distinct from those of conventional aircraft, which rely on reverse radars, radar-deflecting coatings, or other such techniques. Instead, the missile's speed, which exceeds 10 Mach, generates a plasma cloud in its wake. This plasma cloud, in turn, acts as a shield, protecting the missile from radar waves, radiation, and active threats. This unique combination of speed and aerodynamic design positions the Iskander as a high-performance stealth missile. The Iskander missile possesses a length of 7.3 meters, a diameter of 92 centimeters, and a mass of 3,800 kilograms. It is equipped with a 700-kilogram TNT warhead. In terms of velocity, the missile is propelled by a single-stage, solid-fueled engine, achieving a maximum speed of 10 Mach. During this phase, the missile travels 260 meters per second, with a range between 500 and 1,000 kilometers for the Russian version and 300 kilometers for the export version. Since the onset of the Russian military intervention in Ukraine, Iskander missiles have been utilized in numerous attacks, as reported by the Russian Ministry of Defense. These attacks have resulted in significant destruction of American and Western military equipment and supplies in the Kharkov province of eastern Ukraine, through precise strikes utilizing Iskander missiles. Prior to these events, the Russian airspace forces disclosed that they had destroyed a significant ammunition depot belonging to the Ukrainian forces in Kramatorsk, situated to the north of the city of Donetsk, through the use of high-precision missiles, and further confirmed the destruction of the Tochka-O system in Zaporozhye and the targeting of 10 locations where Ukrainian military personnel and combat vehicles were concentrated. Kinzhal, killer of US defenses. It is a Russian hypersonic ballistic missile unlike any other in the world, capable of destroying any target on land or at sea, and no target can survive it. It is a killer of warships, aircraft carriers, air defense systems, and radar stations. Before going into the details of the Kinzhal missile's capabilities, let us recall the mission for which it was created, because its main mission is to end the era of the aircraft carrier, and it can hit all floating targets such as warships, cruisers, destroyers, oil tankers, and cargo ships, and it can hit coastal and land targets within a range of 3,000 kilometers. The Kinzhal missile's combat warhead weighs 500 kilograms and comes in two versions, the first with heavy, high-explosive material and the second with a 300 kiloton nuclear warhead instead of the conventional warhead, and its maximum range is 3,000 kilometers when carrying the lightest warhead. The Russian Kinzhal is usually launched from 3 air platforms, the first by the MiG-31 interceptor, the second by the Tu-22 bomber, and the third by the famous Russian stealth fighter Su-57, which gives the Kinzhal a hypersonic flight speed of 12 Mach, equivalent to 13,600 kilometers per hour, and is capable of changing course along its flight in both vertical and horizontal directions. Unlike other ballistic missiles, it also flies at a low altitude, which means that the latest air defense systems will be facing a target that cannot be seen, located, or predicted, and it will be impossible to catch up with it, and it will be too late to intercept it. The missile is guided by 3 systems. The inertial system, managed by sensors embedded in the missile that enable it to automatically determine its geographical position, the GLaNOS Global Navigation System, similar to the GPS system. The Russian Kinzhal missile is 8 meters long, 90 centimeters in diameter, and weighs 7 tons. Tsirkon missiles. Essentially missile designed to engage warships, it is known in export markets as the Yakhont, one of the most accurate and advanced hypersonic missiles produced by the Russian army. Work on the production of this type of missile began in the early 1980s under the supervision of chief designer Herbert Yefremov, and in the 1990s it was successfully tested against naval targets and officially entered service with the Russian army in 2002. Approximately 9 meters long, 0.7 meters in diameter, and weighing more than 3 tons, Tsirkon can be launched from any type of ship, submarine or land platform, and upon launch, the missile transforms into a solid fuel mass propelled by a ramjet engine at 2.5 Mach at a maximum altitude of 14,000 meters. In the final stage of launch, the missile descends to an altitude of about 10-15 meters, flying below the lower limit of enemy air defenses. And the hypersonic speed of the missile does not allow it to be detected or intercepted by short-range air defense systems. The maximum range of the Russian version, known as the Tsirkon 3M55, is 600 kilometers for the ground-launched platform, while the range of the export version, B800, is 300 kilometers, with a target detection range of up to 75 and a destructive accuracy of 1.5 meters. Its warhead weighs approximately 250 kilograms and is capable of penetrating the armor and plating of any warship, even if it is more than 1.5 meters thick. Tsirkon is radar-guided to hit ships and inertial-guided to hit ground targets, with GPS or GLONASS correction. Winged Kalibr missiles. Russia has relied on the Kalibr missile, along with strategic bombers and advanced fighter aircraft, as its primary weapon for destroying Ukrainian positions since the war began in February 2014. According to Russian reports at the time, the Russian military fired 500 Kalibr missiles in the first 48 hours of the war, mostly targeting Ukrainian airports, Ukrainian army headquarters, weapons depots, air defense systems, and missile launchers. By the end of 2022, NATO military reports estimated that Russia had used at least 5,000 cruise and ballistic missiles, including about 3,000 SS-N27 Kalibr missiles, most of which were launched from Russian naval vessels, with about 45% of these missiles being first-generation missiles. The Kalibr, known in NATO circles as the SS-N27, was one of the first cruise missiles to be produced after the Second World War, in 1973 to be precise, some 2 decades after the Soviet Union had attempted to produce a missile that combined low production costs, small to medium size, maneuverability and stealth, and that could cover greater distances than Western European and US missiles. The Kalibr ticked all the boxes, went into mass production and was sold to most of Russia's friends, especially in East and South Asia, and to the armies of the Arab region. In 1992, Russia upgraded its arsenal of Kalibr family missiles inherited from the Soviets, and in 2012, the Russian Defense Ministry announced the launch of the second generation of Kalibr missiles, the advanced and improved version with the name and code M. The weight of the missile is 2.2 tons, and its length ranges from 7.8 to 8.5 meters, with a diameter of 52 centimeters. The length of the missile varies depending on the type of engine used and the warhead, while the range of the missile is 2,500 kilometers and some versions up to 3,650 kilometers, also depending on the type of engine, and can fly at an altitude from 20 meters to 9,000 meters. The missile's slim 52 centimeter diameter, its ability to fly at very low altitudes, and its coating of radar-absorbing materials mean that air defenses and enemy radars are unable to target it or predict its trajectory. And you, dear viewer, what is your opinion on the capabilities of the Russian missiles? And do you think that they will be able to put an end to the war in Ukraine? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like the video.